Hey there, YouTube! Darryl back at you again for another episode of Darryl's Vape Tape. So we're back. We're back once again, folks, and how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's good. You know, today, I'm pretty excited for this review, alright? The Koopor Plus 200 Watt by Smok, alright? And I know that there's a lot of reviews out there, and it's been out for a little while, but, you know, I just got the chance to get my hands on it, so I had to bring it to you guys. And man, what an awesome 200 watt device. Okay, so-called 200 watts. They market it as being a 200 watt device, but it's definitely not a 200 watt device. It'll push out about 8 volts of power. So, I mean, it'll probably push, you know, a good 140, 150. But it's definitely not going to push 200 watts. But they market it that way, so it is what it is, alright? But, you know, at first glance, when I first seen this in a couple reviews that I've already watched for it and whatnot, I was thinking it was going to be a gigantic device, just a big brick. Now, it is a big device, but I mean, it's kind of slim, so it's not as big and it doesn't feel as big as you think it would feel. And it's made of quality and it's a really awesome device. I really do like it. Let me go ahead and take a vape. Yeah, so far so good. Smok did an awesome job with this one. I really do like it. Okay, it comes in a couple color combinations there. You got red, they got a white one, a silver one, and then a black one like I have here. And I mean, for a dual 18650 device, it does fucking fantastic, alright? So without further ado, without me rambling too much about it, let's go ahead and dive down and take a closer look at it. We're looking at the box right now of the Koopor Plus 200 watt. Right here on the front, just got a picture of the device. It says Koopor Plus right down there on the bottom. On the side here, you got your authentication code, what color you got, all that good stuff. On the top here, just a normal barcode. On the back, just some different things about the device. Nice little paragraph telling you what it does. On the bottom, some specifications, resistance, all that good stuff. Then you got your caution, some QRC codes on the bottom. Then on the side, it just says Koopor. And then you got this little sleeve right here, okay? Slide this little sleeve off. And this is the inside box. Just like all Smok products, you get that little sleeve over it, okay? Then this slides just out just like a drawer there. And right there, the star of the show, the Koopor Plus. Go ahead and pull this mod out here. It's kind of snug in there for sure. We'll set that to the side and get back to that here in a second. Underneath here, okay, let's see what kind of goodies we got. Just a battery warning card telling you not to use worn or ripped batteries, okay? Then you just got your user manual right here in detail. It's like a fat fucking book. That's all I know, okay? But I'm going to show you guys how to use everything in there. And then on the very bottom right here, you just got your warranty card. Yeah, slide all this right back in the box real fast. Okay, and then right here is the Koopor Plus 200 watt. So it says Koopor right there on the front. Got the Koopor Plus, kind of, this is their signature design right there, okay? Got your power button, nice clicky, fiery power buttons, wattage up, wattage down. On the back panel here, he says plus, and then it's just got hundreds, I mean, maybe 100 fucking battery venting holes right there, alright? Then it just says open down here on the bottom, and to get the battery panel open, it's just going to be slide right down, alright? And then on the inside here, you got your battery venting, some more battery venting. There's a lot of battery venting holes. And you got spring-loaded negative pins right here, alright? And then you got your little leash here to pull your batteries out. And for the battery panel, same thing. There's 4 magnets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And right here also, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Go ahead and put this back on there real quick. And it just kind of slides on there. And it is on there pretty good. You kind of got to give it a good jerk to get that off there, okay? Few specs for you real quick. She's 100 millimeters by 59 millimeters by 24.5 millimeters, okay? Got your standard 510 spring-loaded pin, smooth. If using a bottom airflow, it's got your little air slots right there. And it's actually not as big as I thought it was going to be. Let me go ahead and pop this off. Let me go ahead and put some batteries in here. And what I have noticed with the batteries is they're kind of snug in there. I mean, they're in there pretty good. And once you got the batteries in there, you just slide the cover right back on there like so. And let's go ahead and dive down a little closer and get into the menu screen. So we brought it down a little closer so you guys can see this screen nice and bright. So 5 clicks of the power button is going to bring life to the beast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says Koopor, welcome, And then we're on regular wattage mode right now. You can see on the left-hand side here, it's got your battery voltage meter. It says hard there. That's your ramp-up time. So it's got a minimum, soft, hard, maximum, and normal in there, okay? So that's your ramp-up mode for nickel, titanium, stainless, and regular wattage mode. Right below that, you got your resistance. And then right over here on the right-hand side, this is just your wattage, okay? So in wattage mode, you can scroll in 1.1 increments, or you can scroll all the way really fast. It's a fast scroller. So it goes all the way up to 200 watts. And no, it doesn't do 200 watts, but it does scroll all the way up to 200 watts. And it scrolls all the way down. And like I said, it scrolls pretty fast. And it scrolls all the way down to 6 watts. Okay, all the way down to 6. Like I said, scrolls in 0.1 increments if you wanted it that way, okay? So the wattage up button and the power button at the same time is going to put it into temp mode, memory mode, or regular wattage mode. Alright? Wattage down button and the power button at the same time, max, minimum, soft, normal, hard. And then right back to max. So we're going to put this on minimum or on normal. Okay, so now it's on normal. Alright, so to get it, let's go ahead and go into temp mode and see what's going on there. So go to temperature mode. And alright, so it's 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And it scrolls all the way up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And then this is just round robin. So right into 100 degrees Celsius. All the way up to 315 degrees Celsius. And it will be the same on stainless steel and titanium as well. You can see the same thing over there. It says normal and your resistance with your battery voltage meter right there, okay? So then also, you have memory mode. Once you're in memory mode, there's 20 different memories. So you got, right there you see M19, M20, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you can set these however you want, but we'll get into that more in a second. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get you into the menu screen, and then all you got to do to get into the settings there is just press and hold the fire button, and then it'll go into memory, wattage mode, temperature mode, and so on. So if you go to temperature mode, hold press power button, it's going to ask what strength you'd like, and then it's going to ask if you got a nickel coil, titanium, stainless steel, or back to nickel, okay? Once you press nickel, 0.006, that's about normal for nickel, okay? So we'll just press and hold that. You got dual coil or single coil, so you'll just pick dual coil. And then right there. Now everything is set for that exact coil. Every single time you want to set something in nickel mode, if you're changing coils, anything like that, you have to go into the menu screen and go through this step every time, every single time. Okay, now when you're in memory mode, press and hold power button. It's going to ask normal. We'll just leave it there. Now, you can scroll the wattage to set your memory however you'd like. And you could scroll through the wattages same way, okay, all the way up. So now let's say we want to set memory 13 for 100 watts. So let's go down to 100 watts. 100 watts, press and hold the power button, and it'll save the memory there for you, okay? So now memory 13, 100 watts. So that's set just the way you want it. You can set every one accordingly, all right? So 1, 2, 3. This is your puff counter right here. If you want to set this, let's say I set it to 10, then every time I take 10 puffs, I won't be able to take another 10 puffs off of it, okay? And also down at the bottom, it's got a puff counter already there for you, okay? So I got 16 puffs on it today. Never. That's the way I want it. I don't want to let me stop vaping. Press and hold the button. Do I want to reset? No. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Get back into the menu screen. Right here, you got some just more in-depth settings. You got the brightness, the contrast. Right here, you can flip the screen. So it rotates the screen for you. We'll leave it the way it is. 1, 2, 3. Get back in the menu screen again. Right here. Over here, you got your ohms adjuster. So you can set your ohms however you want it. Get it ready. Okay? Like that. And then we'll get out of there. Press and hold. 1, 2, 3. Got your power mode right there. On, off. We'll leave it on. 1, 2, 3. And then if you're in the menu screen and you don't want to be there, you just press this X right there and hold that. And it'll get you right back out. Okay, let's get it back over to wattage mode. Now to lock the device, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and it'll lock the device. You can't do anything. Power wattage up, wattage down will not work. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll unlock it for you. Now, if it's locked, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's locked and you press wattage down and wattage up, or wattage down and power button at the same time, turns the stealth on. Wattage up and the power button at the same time, turns stealth on. Okay, it's on but not on. Alright, and then there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unlock the device. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So when I go and take it back up top, we're going to... Alrighty, so we just got done taking an up close and personal look at this Koopor Plus, and what a pretty device. I mean, it just looks really nice. I really like the look of it. I like that it comes in a couple different colors. They give you some options there, okay? Another thing they sent for it was one of these silicone covers here, and honestly, the edges on this thing are kind of sharp. I mean, I didn't put it on there because I want you guys to see the actual mod, but with this cover on there, it really does something else to it. It just makes it a little bit more comfortable in the hand. I mean, it's not a bad device, but if you got smaller hands, you're looking for a smaller mod, this might not be the one for you, okay? So, let's talk a little bit about it. Alright, so it's stable down to 0.8 in temperature and stable down to 0.1 in regular wattage mode, okay? So, you know, with most of the devices that are coming from China now are, you know, marketed as 200 watt devices. Now, will it do 200 watts? No, it's not going to do 200 watts, but it's still a really awesome device, and it'll do a high wattage. It won't do 200 watts, but it'll do high wattage, okay? So, take a vape now. I'm running the Velocity on here with a dual Clapton build on here. It's one of those fused Claptons. It's reading about 0.1, running about 120 watts. Let's go ahead and take a vape. And it's just kicking some ass, alright? It just kicks some ass. This device right here, ever since I got it in my hands, I just fell in love with it. It's just a really awesome device, and they did a really good job on it, okay? So, pros and cons. Let's go over the cons real fast, okay? First con for me, it's a little bigger. I mean, a little bigger for my taste. And, you know, if you got big hands, this one's just going to fit in there like a glove, all right? But if you got a little smaller hands, you're looking for a little bit more, you know, concealant, a little smaller mod, this definitely isn't going to be the one for you. This comparison to me, maybe of the X Cube 2 or maybe the Snow Wolf, it's just a little scrimmier. So, actually, it fits good. And it's just big, okay? So I gotta mention it. It's a bigger device, alright? The next con for me is it only reads down to 0.08 in nickel, alright? And titanium and stainless. But it only reads down to 0.08. So, you know, that's kind of a con for me because some of my twisted nickel builds are reading about 0.06, 0.05, and I can't run them on this mod. And another con for me, and when we're talking resistances, is it reads down to 0.08 in nickel, titanium, or stainless, but it only reads down to 0.1 in regular wattage mode. So I wish it read down to 0.08 in wattage mode as well. Because like this build here, when I first tested it out, it was reading 0.09 and it wouldn't fire. Okay, so then I adjusted some things on it, and now it's reading 0.1. So I just wish it read down to 0.08 on regular wattage mode as well. That'd definitely be a big pro for me, okay? The next con for me is it's got the USB down here for upgradable firmware, but they don't send you a cord. So that's kind of a con. I gotta mention it. They gotta send a cord with it. You know, if it's gonna be upgradable, they gotta send a cord to make it work, okay? Not a lot of people have the cords. You know, they have the charging cords, but they don't have the cords you can upgrade with as well. So I wish they would have sent a cord with it, been a big pro, okay? So, or a big con, okay? So for pros for me, I got a lot of pros for it, okay? First pro for me is just the look of it. It just looks really nice. I like the little Koopor design that they got on it. They did a good job on that. Okay, next big pro for me is price point. Okay, 45 bucks. Now, 45 bucks for a 200 watt or so-called 200 watt device, that's fantastic. I mean, that's right up there with the Relo, RX200, and all the other great 200 watt devices that are coming out that are under 50 bucks. I mean, they're just doing a great job right now with them, okay? The next one for me is it's upgradable. Okay, so it's going to grow with you. It's going to get better and better and better. The more software they bring out with it, it can keep getting better and better. Okay, and it's already an awesome device. So if it gets better than this, you know, more power to it. It's killer. All right. Next one for me, nice clicky, fiery power buttons, clicky, wattage up, wattage down, no squishiness. They're not going to stick ever, no problems. Okay. Then another one for me, All my tanks, RDAs, RTAs, they all fit down there nice and flush. There's no give to it, okay? One con I did forget to mention is all the tanks and mods, or all the tanks and RDAs that I have, they have a little overhang here because it's got a little rounded edge. So if you're an OCDer, you're going to see that, all right? It just overhangs just a little bit. And, you know, when you put the silicone cover on there, you can't really see it. It's not as noticeable, but, you know, got to mention it, okay? The next pro for me is going to be it's made of quality. I mean, it really is. The battery panel, you kind of got to snap it down really good there so it's nice and in there. You know, the X Cube 2, I know there was a lot of problems with the back panel. This one, there's no problems at all, okay? So, you know, if you guys are looking for a nice, cheap, you know, high wattage device, this Koopor Plus definitely matches the bill on that one. It's a really good device. I really do like it. It's just an awesome device. Let me go ahead and take a vape. I'm rambling a lot, talking. And it just kicks some ass. I mean, for under 50 bucks, you cannot beat it. It is an awesome dual 18650 battery. Battery life is great, just like any other dual 18650. And it just does a great job. So I'll make sure I put all the links down there in the description for everything that I use in today's video. And yeah, if you guys want a 200 watt device or a high wattage device, the Koopor Plus, awesome device, okay? So I think that's pretty much going to sum it up for me today. So thanks for watching. If you guys liked anything in today's video, make sure you guys give me a big fat thumbs up. But besides that, that's going to pretty much close it out for me today. So have a great night, and just remember, vape on YouTube.